Hey guys, welcome to Rohit FPV. Today I have DYS 16 amp ESC from Hobbyking, which you can find in the bargain bin. It's been there for so long. These ESCs are outdated. We can say this is the version 1 ESC. I brought it about 6 months before. I haven't used it because I didn't knew how to use it, and it took some time to do the guesswork. I didn't need these ESCs yet till now, but today I just burned one of the ESCs, and so not burned my ESC, but I had I have damaged the capacitors, so I had to use one of these ESCs to just compensate with the ESC just for a flying session. Well, I did some wrong stuff that I will let you know that what I did and what you should do. This is the ESC. You get the pin headers solder with the ESCs. I'm using a prop to show it to you. I don't have any tools right here right now. Well, these are the headers that you get with the ESC. Well, and there is no label mentioning anything about the ESC, that which part is what and which pins are what. So I just had a look on a normal ESC that we get in the market, like any of the little B ESCs or KCSC. I don't know if KCSC is having like this structure. Any of the ESCs that you get in the market. Well, I saw that the MOSFETs that you have over here, the MOSFET side is for the motors, and I will just tell you how you label the ESC and how, if you buy this ESC, these are very cheap ESCs. You get it for $4, so that is, we consider it as $5. So for Indian price, we get it for around 70 rupees a dollar. So 7 for the 28, 280 rupees. So 280, and like we count is at 300 rupees. So not bad for a 300 rupees ESC. It is a 16 amp ESC and has BLHeli flashed on it, so it's very nice ESC. I have tested this ESC on one of my cords, and yes, this is very nice ESC. It does support BLHeli 125 one shot, that is the one shot version, that is the 125, and it doesn't get any update on BLHeli firmware because I don't know if they have not given any update on this. I had tried updating this ESC. Well, let's come back to the pin headers and pin diagram. Well, this is what the MOSFETs has around 1 2 3 4 5 6 pins. So you have to see to it that each two pins, like all 2 you get it in 2 pairs. So the 2 pairs are like for the motors. You should know that each ESC has 3 wires that goes to the motors. So these are the 3 wires that goes to the motors. The 3 MOSFET, the two MOSFETs for each motor, I suppose, I guess. Well, and 2 pins each for one of the wire. So this is the motor side. You have to see to it that the MOSFET side is the motor side. So each 2 pins you can solder as one wire to the motor. So this is what for the motor side. Well, coming to the other side, you know that you need two power cables, that is the positive and the negative, and 2 signal pins. So what you can see over here is, I will just show it to you. Okay, need to focus. Okay, so you can see over here is it's written V positive, V negative, and signal and negative. So again, this side, all the power cables and all those pins that connect to the power of the battery, or anywhere, like either in going to the motors, they have given 2 pin headers like this, and even if considering the motor power, the LiPo power, they have given 2 pins. So the V positive has 2 pins dedicated for the V positive. Okay, so this is what the 2 pins are for V positive. Then a pin for a signal cable, it's written S, and a signal negative, it's written minus, and the V negative, the last 2 pins are for negative of the cord. So from the PDB, you connect a negative wire on these two pins, positive on these 2 pins, and signal over here and the negative over here. So these 2 pins in the middle are for signal and signal negative, and all these pins are for each 2 pins are for motor wires. So three wires from here, and one positive from here, one negative from here, one signal positive, one signal negative. So this is what the wiring of these ESCs are. Well, it doesn't needs to be told to you. It's very predictable because you have to just observe the design structure and what's written on the board, on the PCB, and that's it. That's about the ESCs. Well, again, these ESCs are BLE flashed. They are only for $4 or $5. I don't know the recent price. I have brought them for like, I will just mention a link in the description if you want to buy these ESCs. These are good ESCs. Well, for a budget of 300 rupees, yes, these are very nice ESCs. Only the problem over here which I encountered is these are the pin headers that will like come into the problem. Like, they will create a problem for you. Either you remove the pin headers or you solder them and insulate them from each other, because in crashes you may desolder one of the wires and they may touch the other, and your NACE 32 may get fried up. That happened to me today. Well, I didn't care that much. Well, so guys, this is what I did in the morning. Well, all other ESCs are little bits, and this is the device. And I did calibrated them by the normal procedure that we do in the Betaflight. Although they are opto ESCs, somehow I got them calibrated. So this is what. Okay, so what I did was I just kept the pins because I was just testing it, and I just wrapped them in a insulated tape, electrical tape, and that was where the solder pins got desoldered. Like, I soldered this pin in the between, like I showed you before. This is the signal pin. So what happened was that signal pin got desoldered from there and it touched the positive, and my NACE 32 got fried up. That was my mistake. I should have insulated the pin headers if I am using the pin headers, or else I should have soldered them from the below side, because on the below side you have something like this. Okay, focus. So you have something like this, and that's what. So you have something like this, and so you can solder each of the pins on each of this, and you don't have to worry about the header pins, or you can just cut the header pins off, and that's what. So guys, that was it about the DYS 16 amp ESCs. These are very cheap ESCs, and I suppose they should suffice the need. Well, if you're using the latest or the bigger motors like 2206 or 2600 kV or something like that, I don't suggest you to buy a 16 amp ESC, and these are not very best ESCs. I'm just saying that these are good ESCs for the price they're giving, and they're just for $4. So if you're doing any DIY project or something like that, and you need to go for a cheaper budget, you may opt for these ESCs as they have BLE and they have fast response. So I think I may be using them for one of my flight control projects. Let's see. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned.